Hello everyone, my name is Evelyn for those who are meeting me for the first time, and I help people to overcome the fear and myths around the word leadership by making you understand that leadership is something that you have within yourself. All you need is to take some courage. Yes, I know we all have fears, but we also have courage within ourselves, and I want you to pick that little courage, however little it is, to pick up your leadership and run with it. I'd like to welcome you to Motivation and Leadership. This is a community where we encourage you to be the best that you can be, to find your purpose and to be the best leader anywhere. And when you're talking about leadership, personally, I believe that you cannot lead anybody else unless you know how to lead yourself. And leading yourself means that you know who you are, you know your capabilities, you know your potential, and also on how you can make the best of every situation that you're in. And right now, as we talk, the world is in a kind of chaos. Some kind of chaos that we, as human beings at the moment, we do not understand. And we have tried all possible within our capabilities to ensure that we are going to return this world into normality, our normality, as we believe. But again, it's a challenge. With the coronavirus, it's a challenge all over the world, and we have seen how the coronavirus, as I can say, has humbled us as human beings. And one thing that I have learned from this situation, and I always take every situation to learn something, is that we have really been humbled. We have had our plans on what we wanted to do, or the steps, everything was planned in perfection, as I can say. For most of us, we planned that tomorrow I wake up, I do this, I do that. So we have been humbled to an extent that, as the Bible says, a man can make plans, but it's only God who can see them through. And in this sense, personally, I have been humbled by God, and I have seen that, yes, we do make plans as human beings, but there is a greater force out there. That force which I call God, which Christians call God, but I don't know what you believe in, but there is a greater force out there, and there is a creator, someone who created us. And also the universe that we are living in, we as human beings are supposed to live in harmony with the universe. I don't know if you have experienced this, but there is some things that you feel that you've been doing and they contradict with your heart as far as the universe is concerned. And there are things that you thought you really wanted to do because they were pulling you, you felt they were right, but you felt that you cannot do those things because either you're afraid of what people will think about you, or you think that you will look a bit weird, and you also felt that if you did that, you will not survive in this world because maybe it wouldn't make you enough income. But then you also realize that the things that pull you are the things that really connect you to the universe, and these are things that bring harmony to the universe. Like for me, I'll say for a very long time, I've always had this urge of always planting something on the ground, planting something and then seeing the green. Yes, I travel a lot, but things that pull me is the greenness of an environment, the naturalness of the environment. And I've come to realize that the universe is trying to tell me that I need to plant more and more green into the earth. And I do this once in a while, but I've never taken it as a really drive. But then every single thing that the universe is calling us to do is because the universe wants us to live in harmony. And that's what I call a purpose. And that purpose, it will come to you and it will pull you to do something that is going to unify the universe, make the universe better. So at this time of quarantine for most of us and lockdown for some people, I want you to think of the things that you really wanted to do, but for one reason or another, you haven't been able to, and really think about how those things you wanted to do, that pull, that desire that is inside you unites with the universe. And you will find that God has given us a purpose for everything. And that purpose is what drives us. And that purpose is what is going to unlock our leadership within ourselves. And that is what is going to make us lead or take action. And it may seem like it's a small thing, but with time you realize that that purpose that you're being called to do, even if you started by yourself, it's going to have influence over other people. And that's what I normally call leadership. So you have to know who you are. You have to know the purpose that you have been created to do. And again, it has to be something that is in harmony with the universe. It's in harmony with the environment that we live in right now. And in a way, I know that this coronavirus has really affected us a lot. But then when you look at it, it's like the earth is trying to reboot itself. The universe is trying to reboot itself. It's trying to, like, think about, for example, when you're working on your computers or on your electronics. Most of the times, there comes a time that you feel that you have overworked your computer. You need to either reboot it so that the systems work better, or you need to close it down so that the systems can work better. So it's almost like the universe is rebooting itself in one way or another. And as human beings, we need to rethink our processes. We need to rethink what we prioritize in life, and also what we can do to make ourselves better, and also to unify ourselves with the universe, to get in touch with the universe. And I really think if we can do that, we can really do a lot good for ourselves. And as I said before, there is a bigger force out there than us, and for us Christians, that is God. And for this Easter period, we should be praying more that now that Christ has risen, that we should be walking with him. We should be going to him for healing. We should be going to him to show us our purpose. We should be going to him to direct us to the right path. And I don't want to say much for this period, but from here, Motivation and Leadership, we believe so much in you, and we believe that you will find your purpose during these hard times, and you will really understand who you are. We trust that you have that potential in yourself, and so take time. In fact, we've been given time, so get the anxiety out of yourselves. Sit down and really reflect on what it is that the universe is trying to tell you. What is it that God is trying to tell us? What is it that really we need to do as human beings to live in harmony with not only with each other, but with the universe? And so I would like to put this a comma here today so that we can continue also next time. And please, if you have any comments, you can put down on this video. on what you think about the universe rebooting itself and what we can do to help the universe in that matter. And then again, I also want to share this video to as many people as possible so that we can have a positive touch to everyone out there. And also, if you have any questions, if you want help, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. And I'd like to put a comment on that today. As usual, I strongly believe in you, we strongly believe in you, and we strongly believe that the universe is going to support us. God is going to support us in this situation. Thank you so much, and see you next time.